From the Three Oaks fillies, we're looking for a little bit different from, for Ness, we were just looking for a maintenance half. She just ran in the Ashland 2 weeks ago, so she won a nice half in 50, finished up well, galloped out nicely, very pleased with that. We were looking for a little bit more from Shahama and Goddess of Fire. Goddess of Fire hasn't run since the Fairgrounds Oaks, and Shahama hasn't run since the UAE Oaks, so looking for a little more solid work from them. They went 5/8 with a strong gallop out. I was very pleased with all three of the fillies. And with Charge It, we were looking for a good solid breeze. He went 5/8 in a minute and 4/5 with a real big gallop out. Super happy with that. Mo Donegal just coming back off the wood 13 days ago. We were looking for a little less from him, so just went an easy half in 50. Nice gallop out. I thought all the horses got over the track well. It had quite a bit of moisture in it from yesterday still, but I thought they all handled it fine.
Shahama obviously preparing for her first U.S. start. What's the process been like of getting her acclimated and getting her kind of into a rhythm coming up to this?
It's been really straightforward. She's been super professional since she came in. She came into us at Palm Beach Downs, got 3 good works there, and then I thought her work today was very good. Flavian Pratt was on her for the first time. He's going to ride her, so we got to know her a little bit, and she's trained impressively. And I know it's we're not sure of what she's been running against necessarily from a competition standpoint, but she's 4 for 4, and that's hard to do no matter where you're running.
And with Nest, Todd, she looks like a filly that just keeps improving. Is there more improvement in her heading into the Oaks from the Ashland?
Well, I think with Nest, she's a filly that's going to appreciate more distance, and so the 1 1/8 is going to suit her well. She's already won it as a 1 1/8 in the Demoiselle, like Malathat did last year, so kind of a similar path. Coming off the Ashland, she's seemed to bounce out of it with good energy, and it gives me the impression she'll keep getting better.
Are your confidence levels with Nest the same as what they were with Malathat last year?
We have a lot of confidence in her ability. She's run well every start. She seems to be getting better and better, and it's encouraging. You got encouraging and exciting to be back here with a daughter of Keeneland out of the new Keeneland there, and a lot of similarities.
Talk about Mo Donegal's Wood Memorial. It's kind of like not an all or nothing, but you rolled the dice. Just giving him one more chance he probably had to be second at least to feel good about your chances in the Derby.
Yeah, in order to get in, he needed to finish first or second, it looked like, and we were confident in the way he was coming into the race. He was training well. I thought he had a little too much to do turning for home, but was able to turn in a pretty stout final quarter and run down a nice horse, and so gave us added confidence that he's on the improve, and I think a 1 1/4 is going to suit him well.
I was going to say, he really looks built for stamina, this guy. Is the 1 1/4 the least of your concerns?
Yeah, I don't think that's an issue for him. He's got a 1 1/8 win as a 2-year-old and 1 1/8 win in the Wood, and it seemed like he finished up strong in both of those races. And so the thing, like everyone else, he'll need to work out a trip. He's going to come from off the pace and need to find some seams somewhere along the way. But I like the way he finished in the Wood. You just don't see that many horses run a 23-2 final quarter.
Was it even more impressive the way the track was playing up there those couple days?
Yeah, I think he was running against the grain of the track a little bit too. We got a great trip. We were good ground saving trip, and got a split when we needed it. But to his credit, he made all that happen.
Since the point system, there's not been that real crazy, with the exception when you put the blinkers on Palace Malice, there's not been the crazy speed in there. And horses like an Always Dreaming do very well. Does that concern you? Maybe not the stamina, but that there won't be the pace to help them maybe get that trip?
Yeah, that's a concern. We wasn't a fast pace in the Wood to run at, but in this particular race, this field, as big as it is, they might not spread out quite as much. It's clearly been a different trend since the point system. You just don't have those hot fractions like we did when it was the graded stakes system.
Charge It's a horse who's, really bred in the purple from Mandy Pope, who's put so much into the bloodstock side of the industry. Can you talk a little bit about this horse's background and just training him for her to give her a shot at this race?
Well, came in, they had high hopes for him. He'd been training very well at their training center with Todd Quast, and he said they liked him quite a bit. He came into us. He's trained very impressively. He's a beautiful colt, good disposition, impeccably bred. He's come a long way in a short period of time, and I love what I saw this morning. It seemed like he really liked the track.
You've come in early for this race, and then you've come in later for this race, and this is pretty early for this race. So just sort of your thinking on that. And are you going to have a division here all spring?
Yeah,
summer,
we're going to be set up here through the fall meet. Really, it was just logistically the easiest thing for me to do. With Mo Donegal coming out of the Wood, Charge It coming out of the Florida Derby, Nest coming out of the Ashland. We kind of had horses in 3 different places, and I thought the easiest thing to do was consolidate here. That's what we did last year with Malathat and Known Agenda, and kind of everybody coming from different directions. It seemed like the easiest way to get everybody under one roof. And as I've said before, I think you can win these races or lose these races no matter how you do it. We've seen plenty of horses come in late and not have a breeze over the track and do just fine. That part of it I don't think is important. It was really, for me, just more from a management perspective.
And that maybe Churchill had seen all these had all these signs here from your Grade 1 winners here, and they needed you here to put them up on the fire. But you've done very well here, not really making it a prime point of emphasis in
yeah, we've had some great moments here. We've had plenty of bad ones too.
Some classy workmates for these guys this morning. Can you run through just at this moment sort of your plans for some of the other stakes opening week here?
Yeah, we're not 100% sure exactly how everything's gonna work out, but we've got Grand Sonata and Royal Spirit work this morning. They're both candidates for the American Turf. Cezanne worked in company with Charge It, and he's a possibility for the Churchill Handicap, or he could go to New York for the Westchester. We're not sure yet. Happy Saber's going to work later on. He's pointing for the Ali Sheba. A filly named Opalina is pointing for the Edgewood. We worked Sweet as Pie this morning, possible for the 8 Bells. We're not sure. I'm trying to think. My Prankster for the Pat Day Mile.
What about Pioneer?
Yeah, he's here, and we're still thinking about the Derby. His blood work was a little off when he shipped in. I'm probably going to breeze him on Sunday or Monday, and then we'll make a decision after that.